Joe! Andrew, I was told that you wanted to do some ASMR clacking.
Ah, yes. Here we have the ASMR of the Xbox controller.
Mm-hmm. It's not funny. It's just something that he wanted to do.
I just had it on hand, so.
Yeah. Now that you're still here after that.
What?
Okay,
I can't hear you.
Put close to the mic. What? All right. So, what do you think? Dino.
Dino Dioda?
Dino Dioda!
I wasn't expecting fucking zombie dinos coming out of a dead bear and then having it be an infection where you can go to villagers and whatnot.
First I was sitting here
mice.
so many good twists. It was like, I was like, okay, this is reminding me of a One Piece Zone Devil Fruit. Mm-hmm. And then, no, it's actually like...
It was an ability that was
zombie
handed down.
dinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then it wasn't even his ability.
Yeah.
Now it kind of is. Like, holy fuck. But,
right.
I love the twist. Araki always has that, where you think the power... Like, any other series, it would be like, the man can turn into a fucking dinosaur. That's wild. No. He turns into a dinosaur and also can make other people dinosaurs. Now, I wonder if he still has that part of it because he got
I'm curious about
probably,
that.
Because
but we should probably backtrack a little bit
We're going
to
too
Pork
quickly.
Pie Hat. Pork Pie Kid.
I hated him.
Pork Pie Hat Kid, yeah. So, with Pork... Yeah. Where you literally made the fucking crane game, you know...
He's a human...
Cluck, 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 cluck.
Human crane machine.
Right? And that was a really interesting part of reading JoJo. But then he got his ass handed to. Even though he had the corpse part of a saint, which we have a feeling is Jesus.
Jesus. Wait, he didn't, did he? The kid? No, he didn't.
No, because Johnny
Johnny
gave it up.
got his ass.
Johnny gave it up.
Oh, right.
And then he's like, guess what? Fuck you.
True. Yeah,
just so that you could,
for me, there's not a lot to say about him,
right?
Because he's just like a dumb fucking offhand. First, probably official henchman of Funny Valentine, which we'll talk about in a second.
Because I think the other one was the dude who can make mines and bombs. The time bombs.
That weird fucking guy. Yeah, because he thought that Gyro had it, even though he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So speaking of Gyro, a lot of really cool character development for him. I have to say. So like the speech that Johnny gives to him is like one of the first moments where Johnny, like, obviously he's been like Jesus Christ. Johnny's been like really serious in moments before, but this felt like a big moment for him where one of the first moments that it felt like he was kind of had the pants in this relationship. You know what I mean? Like Gyro's kind of been
the pants of friendship.
Oh, yeah.
Get in the pants of friendship with me. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
No on an adventure.
No homo has been initiated.
No, but it's the bazaar.
I was hanging out with Dylan yesterday, and I don't know. Yeah, he was showing me something on his phone, and my neck was hurting, so I just laid my head on like his thigh, and I was like, "I'm not. This is not
gay.
This is not gay. I'm just like looking at your phone because my neck hurts." And he was like, "Bro. Every time we hang out, no homo is already pre-established." And I'm like, "Oh, it's always activated? Yeah."
I'm loud because I can do it 50%. 50% home capacity of homo.
It's true. Bisexuals have a
Hell
axe,
yeah.
bro. It's fucked up. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
How many dicks have you taken, sir?
None. I can say none.
Certified not bisexual. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's fix that. Bend over, big boy.
Oh my. Alright. So anyway.
Sorry, honey.
He was joking about fucking me in the ass. Wow. You fucking idiot.
Now you have to edit it out.
The mic is clearly on there, and you're like, let me just push this in.
It was just almost like blank thoughts, head empty.
Well, I just want to make sure I didn't unplug it. Okay.
It's still going, see?
Alright, let me just put this in a better place.
There you go, see?
Still
Almost like it showed up in...
Yeah, okay. You could have said something. You have a voice. So, what were we saying? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. So, he's wearing the pants in the relationship. And I like that a lot because it's just, I don't know, Gyro has kind of felt like he's running this whole show for a long time. Like, he's literally been chasing after Gyro in Gyro's shadow. Literally, this whole time. Eating his dust, all the metaphors, right? And this is kind of the first moment where Gyro is just like treading through the water, and he's like, bro, this is fucking stupid. Like, it's not about these little tricks and hacks. It's about how much hunger you got. Dio's got the most hunger out of all of us. Not saying that's good.
The hunger for being better and to rise above, basically.
Or just to get something.
For Gyro, it was to be better and rise above, but for Dio, it was to be dominant and to be that elite of other people.
Well, if you look at both of their backstories, right, you compare like Gyro's to Dio's, because Dio's in this one is like really fucked up. That was so good.
Where he was supposed to die as a baby, and then he lived through a flood.
Because the mom, they buried the kid, and then the flood, they kind of gave the mom a second chance. Like, you know what, I don't want it. Like, I can't go through with this.
And then they ended up having a terrible...
Basically, like the
upbringing, I guess.
The guy that they like, I don't remember if it was like a
farmhand.
Basically, it was they could work for, and he was super fucking rapey about it. And he was like, "Oh, you want to, food? Oh, I guess I could just help you out if we've known each other for so long."
And she's like, "No, fuck you."
And I love scenes like this. One of the best scenes I've seen. He puts holes in the bottom of their food containers so they literally can't get food.
Unless they have to do something.
And they try, he's like, can you put it in my shoe? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Can you put it in this bucket here? No, I'm not going to do that. And then she just goes up, holds her hands out for this scalding hot soup. And she's like, put it in my hand.
And she doesn't even blink either.
And her skin is like blistering up as she's feeding her son out of her hands. Like, that is literally, all this talk of Jesus, probably being a corpse, that is like one of those Jesus-like moments where like it just reminded me of the sacrifices that like someone's willing to make for no benefit to herself just so that
like
the kid can live.
wash someone else's feet kind of thing.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
And so obviously he has this hunger for revenge and this hunger for probably money too, because he's seen what poverty can do. And then you compare that with Gyro's flashback. It's just, hey, I have this job, you're going to do this job, and then he got the job, and he's like, I don't like this.
And it was a job that he was trained for all of his life without knowing. And then he sees something going on, and the ounce of compassion that he has gets him in trouble, and he's like, no, fuck that.
Which is badass, but like, I think what Johnny is saying there, obviously Johnny doesn't know Dio's flashback, but like the comparison in my mind is, Dio's flashback is all about things being taken away from him, or just having nothing in general, and then constantly more. Whereas,
and how Johnny said it was that Dio stole his way up. He stole everything to get to where he's at. Whereas Gyro had everything inherited. Everything was inherited to be where he's at.
Right, so the comparison being there, to add on to that, it's like Dio's flashback is all about having nothing, or even on top of that having shit taken away, whereas Gyro's flashback is about shit being given to him that he didn't like. So in a way, like, it's objective which one's worse there, whereas like Dio had to fight for everything, whereas Gyro is just, I was given this thing that I don't like. Even if you look at it like that, it's like almost like someone could even argue Gyro's being spoiled. Take what you get, you know what I mean? So I think it's just like you have to start carving your own path. Like, everything has been just set out for you. Even this job, even where you are now, is because of like what your father did. Just like, oh, you're gonna inherit my thing. You know what I mean? So, and in a way, you could say like, I shouldn't take away from him that he is kind of carving his own path a little bit by saying like, hey, I'm not going to just kill this kid blindly. But that's like step one. Like I think he's saying like you got to start just And I gotta say,
like
him ringing. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say like. With Gyro, he had the drive of saving that kid, but there had to be more. There had to be more than just saving that kid. He had to do it for himself, not for the kid. He had to do it for himself.
I like that. I don't know. That's a cool lesson, right? Because there's a lot of this, like, be selfless, do things, but like that's not how humans work. And like, I think that there's something that you got to keep in mind, and I think. And Ayn Rand is a piece of shit, but like she wrote a book, and I believe I'm very not educated in this, but I remember learning about this a bit in school. Her idea was like, and she looked at it very negatively, but I don't think you have to look at it negatively. But essentially, it's like every human is selfish, even people that like are perceived as good, because even when you do good things, it could you do good things because you want to feel good, and even if it's like, because let's say I do nice things for you because you being happy makes me happy. But then her argument is this very like 4D chess woke, like but you're only doing it because you want to be happy from their happiness, right?
Right.
And like that's dumb, first of all, because of course you're gonna be happy when people are happy. But like I've forgotten why I started to make that point. My brain went too deep. Oh yeah.
We're doing things for others but not doing it for
yourself. Yes. So that's kind of the vibe I get here is or excuse me, that's why I like that, because I think it's important to recognize that like of course we're going to do stuff for ourselves, but that doesn't make it inherently bad. Where like
if you do too much for others, then you lose what you do for yourself. And like yes, it's balance. It's good to be selfless a lot of times, but you earn the right to be selfish sometimes. And
and sometimes they can go hand in hand, honestly.
Yeah. And for him to win this race, he has to do something that he has to survive for himself as well.
Maybe he's not kind of telling him, like he keeps saying, like, I'm only doing this for that boy. Like, no, maybe if you dig deep down, somewhere inside, you do want to win. Just so you can say, fuck you, everyone else. Like
I did it. I did it for me, and I did it for this kid. But I mostly did it for me. Dude, fuck you.
After a while, it became kind of like just so I could say fuck you to you, Johnny, and fuck you to you, Dio. And fuck you specifically, Poco Loco.
And fuck you, Dad. Look what I did.
And more specifically.
And also you, King, who's about to fucking behead this kid.
How about Hot Pants?
That was a weird fucking reveal.
Who the fuck is Hot Pants? Out of goddamn nowhere. It's like, we thought this was the final stretch. This person named Hot Pants finished like an hour ago.
And we're like, what? Who?
And like that was a woman, correct? Like at least
think so?
Yeah. So I mean, she got some hot pants.
I mean, look at fucking
Mrs. Robinson.
I mean that too. Part 6.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they just changed gender.
But even still, like at first, even after the gender swap, we're like,
it slowly became more masculine.
Yeah, we're like, who? Okay,
I don't know if this is confirmed, but I always hear that like it was because Rocky, the ultimate mad lad that he is, wanted to give Jolene a lesbian relationship, and then they were like, no, and he was like, I guess I'll just slowly make him become a guy.
Yeah, like, fuck it, fine.
I guess it's a trans-bi relationship.
I mean, all for it.
Early 2000s of Rocky, man, like good for him, like to be doing. Anyway, I love that, man. So. But yeah, so I'm interested to see what's going to go on with Hot Pants. That's the chapter we ended on. To finish that early, clearly she's probably got some crazy shit going on. It's weird that we haven't heard about her since then, but I suppose Araki can. That's probably why he made this race like thousands of people, because then like he could just pop people in whenever he wants.
People in, pop people out. Fucking what was his name? Stronheim.
Oh yeah, the Nazi.
The Nazi robot popped in and just got decimated just like that.
So he's definitely enjoying doing references, because there was also Avdol, remember?
Avdol, and then he got disqualified.
Rip.
That's it's fun just to see like, here's that person.
Who else can
and they're gone.
Who else could? Oh, we need someone from Italy, like a Giorno or Bucciarati or Bucciarati.
Jesus.
Avacchio.
Oh, yeah, because timelines are all fucked up in this one.
Yeah, well, it's just, exactly. Oof. I mean, because remember, we saw the new dimension at the end of the other one, and it was like, they were like kind of similar, but had like a little bit different names. That's exactly what, like, Diego instead of Dio. Yeah. I love that. That's so cool.
Let's see, who?
Oh, I wanted to talk about, Gyro wringing himself out.
Oh, God, yeah.
So cool. What a cool application.
You were expecting that. Like, he was shedding off, the pouches. He was shedding off the canteen.
He kept going more.
Yeah, he took off his coat and cloak, and
he even threw,
like, his holster and everything with his steel balls.
Like, he must have kept one of them because he.
Yeah, he did keep one of them, but he just threw that on the other because it was so heavy, and then he used that steel ball to wring himself
like
a
goddamn
most of the water, and then holy shit, did he look skeletal after that?
That's so cool. Like, I've been struggling until now to kind of like place what the power of that shit. Like, how do you define the power of those? And I guess the
power of spin.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like, I think the way I've seen it used the most, at least in the human body, is it's able to almost like, I don't even know how to word this. Like it changes the properties of like what you're dealing with, like the skin.
Yeah.
Like I've seen, because he was able to make Johnny walk.
Yeah,
he was able to harden or soften skin. He was able to flatten his legs.
Yeah, which is it gives him unnatural abilities, which again makes me think Hamon for some reason.
Oh, it's got to be fucking Hamon. Yeah. And now it's combined with a stand that he got from the eye, who's of the body that's definitely fucking Jesus.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, the other eye, Dio has. So Dio and Gyro have the eye of a saint.
They got this weird connection now. Yeah.
Now Dio probably wants the other eye so that he can become whole, quote unquote.
Yeah. Because he's going to look at it like, this is my power. Yeah. It was destined to be.
And that's why he's able to keep the dinosaur form, is because of that eye. Oh yeah, not to mention Dio eats rocks. Because he's
and then
a
he
dinosaur.
spit one out. He was able to pelican.
That was fucking weird.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, like... And also, just aesthetically, and I've talked about this before, not a huge Naruto fan, but one thing that is great about Naruto, them damn anime eyes.
Yep,
listen, I couldn't get it out. The anime eyes are so good. Fire Force also has good anime eyes. This fucking shit with his eye and saying turbo and shit, it matches so well with the aesthetic of his teeth. It just looks so good. Every time it shows a panel of him with that eye, I'm like, God, that's sexy.
Gyro rocks it.
It's so good. Yeah. Now, what's interesting, and I'm hoping that this will be explained, it's like some panels you see it, some panels you don't. Andrew had a theory that maybe only stand users can see it, so when we're looking at it from the perspective of a stand user, you see it, and when it's from the perspective of the audience, you don't, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I can be wrong.
It activates in moments, Maybe it's like a Sharingan where it's like activating in moments of stress or like high intensity, potentially. Who knows? I hope that's explained. I really like it a lot.
Or like unconsciously using
it's just
ability.
Flashing in and out. It's really cool. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, we saw that with the arm. Like, it would just randomly start, like coming out of his fucking arm.
Am I going to come out? Nope. Fooled you.
Sassy Jesus. JoJo Jesus. And that's something, if this is Jesus, which I mean, like, come on now. Like,
I mean,
they're all like,
the 1900-year-old.
that existed in 19... Could it be?
Could it be Jesus?
Jesus. So, like, they really got to explain to me how the fuck his body got into America. Like, I'm very curious about that. I was saying, like, it could be... Because if they're going, like, straight up off of the Christian interpretation of Jesus... I mean, I guess that's the interpretation. I know that some other religions just say instead of God, he was just a really good preacher or prophet or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm very curious how Araki's going to go off of this. Like, is he going to make this guy, like, literally a god, or is it going to be like, oh yeah, they thought he was a god because he had a stand? It's going to be really interesting how they do it. Are we going to do a flashback of JoJo Jesus? I hope not. That'd be a little too much.
You know what's ironic to me?
What?
That, like, the parts of the saint or Jesus, we're assuming, isn't the devil's palm.
Huh? Ooh.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah,
like
how the devil's palm seems to.
Maybe the devil is like moving his body around.
It's like
it's like a game of like put the cup over it. Like, where is Jesus's body? God's like, damn it, I can't fucking find him. He's just trolling.
Here I am. Oh, here I am.
I love that idea. That's
so
great.
like I just thought of him like devil's palm.
That's
saint, like rotting limbs. What the
And
fuck?
so far, both times that they've encountered a body part, it's been in the devil's palm.
So, yeah.
That is a good theory. Yeah. I like that. Wow.
So that's interesting,
Anything else to talk about? Is that, did we cover everything?
I think so, honestly. Yeah.
I was just like thinking through in my head.
Yeah.
Loco Loco's back.
Loco. Insane Man.
Yeah, dude. I'm really interested in that guy.
And a couple more contestants.
There was like a Russian government dude, and there was a Mexican guy. Guacho. The names are so good.
Dahan.
Yeah.
And then that's about it.
So now it's all about hot pants.
Why does that sound like some kind of Vogue fucking...
Isn't that like a style
or
something? Isn't like that a hentai tag?
Oh, yeah, it's like super short shorts.
I'm looking them up.
Where it's like almost thong Like,
Hey, oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
those
see?
are good. I
Yeah.
like those.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Goddamn.
yep.
Well,
Yeah.
we look forward to the saga of Hot Pants, and with that,
And whether their alliance is for or is with, Gyro and Johnny, or if they're a foe.
it seems like a lot of people in this are like just for themselves, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, where the fuck is Cowboy Tim? We need
Mountain
to...
Tim?
Damn it, I keep calling him that.
How dare you
I know.
defile his name like that?
Oh my god, the holy light is devouring me.
Mountain Tim.
Mountain Tim. He didn't die, right? I'm gonna have to go back and look. Like, I don't think he died.
He kind of exploded.
No, there's no way he's dead.
He kind of exploded, then told Gyro and Johnny, run, because the dude's after him. The bomber is after him. So
I hope Mountain Tim is
I'm kind of hoping he's recovering,
Me
but
too. He's a good meme character.
yeah, he definitely exploded.
He's like the fucking... who does he remind me of? He's like... Actually, he's a bit like Avdol, actually. Like the more the experienced guy that helps
experienced,
them.
yeah.
Gets fucked up all the time.
Yeah.
He's gonna Avdol. He's gonna not be in here for like half the series, and he's gonna show back up and then die immediately again.
Or fucking not.
Well,
well, then again, it's just side character.
I know.
So,
Oh yeah, I mean, eventually we're gonna get to... Oh yeah, you know what? We did need to... we did forget about one major thing. Funny Valentine having the heart.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh, and then the words on their bodies leading to, being a map.
Remind me.
Johnny Joestar, how he had the writing on his thing.
Right. I thought you meant Funny Valentine's body.
Well, he did have the writing, but we
We never found out what it meant. Yeah, so I'm sure he has clues too then. And then
But they probably had no idea what the words
with Johnny,
meant.
he had the little dipper, and it you had to match it up with the shape of this mountain. That was really cool. But yeah, with Funny has the heart, and the weird guy's underaged wife, I assume, I think that's her, saw him with the heart. So at some point, I'm sure he's gonna be like, "You saw," and I also know because I've seen a picture of it. That's really it. All I've seen of Funny Valentine is a picture, and it's a picture of him that I assume is when he combines into one guy.
Yeah,
because I've seen a picture of him
three of
big
them,
as fuck, huge and
long hair, curly hair. Yeah,
and I'm very excited.
I've seen that same thing.
I'm very excited to see what comes of him because a lot of people that I talk to say he's their favorite villain, and as of now, we haven't seen him do really anything super interesting.
And so far, it's just plotting and planning. So I'm assuming he's gonna be big bad boss.
Yeah. Yes.
In the end,
Oh, definitely.
It was my plan all along. Blah blah blah. I will review to you my plan.
It's true. You know the JoJo formula though.
Yep.
They always show up and do some wacky shit in the middle, and then at the end, right?
Yep.
So we saw this with Kira, Poochie. Diavolo, all of them. There was a middle chunk and then an end. So
and cars as well.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that middle chunk where he shows up and we see, because that's honestly my favorite part of JoJo Part 4, ever, is that first episode with Kira, where it introduces him and it's
he's just normal.
and he's just getting
normal.
his sandwich, and then they accidentally switch bags. And, oh my god, it's just so.
And it's revealed that he's not so normal. He has decapitated hands.
And so that I'm very curious about, and I know this arc is long as fuck. This particular part, so I'll be curious to see how long until we get there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
All right, till next time.
Peace.